Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Just doing a quick deck profile for you guys. This is GBeast. I call it Stunn, so it may be a little different variant than most what people are playing. I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys what this deck does and explain kind of the whole idea of it. Okay, for one, I play one Gores. All my cards never stay on the field, so Gores is a good option if they pop your stuff and it can come out. Of course, you're going to play Sangin. You can recruit your Bestiari. You can take your Test Tiger and all your stuff with 15 or less. Stratos. I'm playing one Stratos. Searches out my two Prismas that I'm playing. Prisma sets up the whole Prisma Test Tiger. You can go Cold Wave, Trunade, Trap Stun, which is a new variant that I've tossed in. That's why it's Stun Glads. Pretty much you just bring out Gazaris really fast. I play three Test Tigers. Oppression, the reason this deck is absolutely amazing is because Oppression's at 1. Makes it a lot easier to pretty much puts a lot more cards on the board than what should be. So I can see like Black Horn of Heaven, people citing that. A lot of like Herald of Perfection probably won't have a lot of problems due to they have Christia, but a lot of Black Horn of Heavens I can see like maybe 2 side decks from each player. I play 3 Laquari. It is a big beat stick. It gets 21 when it's tagged out. It's what's used to bring out Heraclinos, and it's an awesome card. It's actually, there's nothing to really say about it. It's very awesome. I play 2 Darius. The reason I play 2 Darius is sometimes you get caught with one in your hand. If you do get caught with one in your hand and you need to tag out for this to bring back the Bestiari, you can always do that. One is just not enough, and plus it's an awesome card. There's a trick that you guys probably don't know. If Darius is summoned out and you have a Book of Moon, like let's say I bring Bestiari back, I can actually chain Book of Moon and flip this down. Now the effective Bestiari can still pop your opponent's back row. So it works for, Heraclinos. If your Heraclinos magically gets solemned or something, you can bring Darius out, book it, Heraclinos is back to its old self. The only reason this works is because this card says it negates the effects, and with it being flipped down all at once, the card doesn't have that where its effects are negated anymore. I play 2 Equists. Pretty much what it does is it recruits the Chariot. It recruits any GBs that are left in your graveyard, which is really good if they actually find a way to pop off like maybe 1 or 2 of your Gladbeast, and you can't roll out with the combo. Later on when you get Herc out, you can use like summon your GB, swing with it, and recruit to have more cards to discard to stop spells and traps. So it's actually pretty amazing. And like I said, I don't like my cards going to the graveyard. I want them to tag out. I want them to do what they're doing. So you're going to see a lot of unusual text that's going to make this deck different than original GB deck. Play 1 Hoplimus. It's a great first turn setter. It's also, if you're in a tough situation, your opponent's busting out a little stronger monsters than you, you can just set that bad boy, let them attack it, and tag out for like Marmelo to keep field presence and stuff. Bestiari, it's a staple, pops back row. Marmelo, staple, pops creature. That was all for this. There should be like 18-ish, somewhere around there. All that good stuff. I'm not going to count them for you guys. Just watch the video and count. If you guys are wanting to make this deck, you can also PM me and I'll send you the deck list. 1 Monster Reborn, staple. Dark Hole, staple. I play a Rhoda just to search out either Stratos, or if I already have a GB set, I can always go right into Prisma real quick. This makes it a lot more accessible to pop their cards as fast as you can. So by saying that, you can just go, like if they hit Hoplimus, you search out Marmelo, you pop their card, they set 2 in the back row, you can go Prisma, bring out that and pop 2 cards, which is amazing. Triple book, you need Book of Moon, that's what flips down the Darius, plus it's a card to pretty much defend yourself. It's an offensive defensive card, which makes it very awesome. I play 2 My Body as a Shields. You summon, they go Bottomless. You summon, they go Torrential, Mirror Force, Black Rose, Dark Hole. May I go on and on and on. Smashing, Fissure, all that stuff that does one-for-one garbage, and you just, like, let's say you summon your Laquari, they go bottomless, you can just, my body. They flip Raikou, my body. When they go, just anything. It's amazing card to have in your hand. I prefer this over Book of Moon sometimes. When it's a situation when I need to summon my stuff out and take back the field, this is the card you want, if you have the right creatures. Cold Wave, you can go, Cold Wave is just amazing. You act drop it first, you summon your GB, swing. They can't do anything, they're stuck with their cards on their field, and if you can get over, you can usually pop their cards. Trunade just returns back rows, so you don't have to deal with too much. And then, of course, double MST. That's it from spells. Going to traps here. Now, this trap layout is very, very different than what a GB deck is. You're going to see in a GB deck. The reason is because I don't like back row. If a lot of people are doing deep prisons right now, a lot of people are doing just weird stuff to set in their back row. I don't like back row. I like to keep my cards on my field, so this is what I do. And a lot of times, if I've already successfully brought out all my monsters and what I need to do to win, and I'm waiting for the game attack, then I always keep these in my hand to use them as discards. So, with all that said, I play one Solemn. Of course, it negates everything in the game except for a few cards that this can't be chained to just because. Play triple War Chariot. Pretty much you set this when you got Heraclinos out, negates and effects. You recruit it with Equus, the Chariot Equus loop. It's absolutely amazing. I play triple Trap Stun. I will set this as a bluff, and I will set a Book of Moon, and I will set a Wabaku, or I will set just crazy stuff like that, and my opponent will MST it, and I'll chain it, or I'll summon my stuff out, wait for my opponent to drop, activate bottomless, get rid of it. It's a one-for-one card. When you're going for the win, or you're going to do it, you just lay that down. It's all over with after that. The only thing I have found with this deck that you can draw too much back row destroy, but I do that very seldom, so I've always found that playing, setting the Trap Stun is actually pretty amazing because you can get rid of Emergency Gotham's Call when they activate it, just Trap Stun. You can, if you feel that if they have a Solemn face down, flip over Trap Stun. You feel they got Solemn Warning down, flip Trap Stun, and then do your stuff. Because if this is active, those cards those do nothing. And then I play triple Wabaku. The reason I put triple Wabaku in here is because I'm not playing Mirror Force, I'm not playing Torrential, I'm not playing Bottomlesses, I'm not playing any of the other cards that would be substituted in for what I took out. So, with all that said, that's the GB deck. I'll go ahead and show you guys the extra deck. I play 1 Fortress, 2 Hercs. You need 2 Hercs. Don't try to do 1. It doesn't work. Triple Gazaris, and then some fun synchros. I took out Sam Knight in this deck. I took out the Arabellum. I don't like them. With Rescue Cat gone, it doesn't make it efficient. You can't go Rescue Cat 2 Sam Knights and do stuff. I don't play Secutor. I don't prefer it. I don't play Radiari. I just think that the cards are pretty much... I don't like to get dead draws with Secutor. For some reason, I'm the most unluckiest person when that happens, and it's not fun to pull off. It's nothing I want to get caught into. That's pretty much the fun extra part of it. Really not. I only use 3 of them. I don't have a side deck put for this because I usually don't side deck for this deck. You can. Good side deck options are pretty much your own personal preferences and what you experience and what you're thinking you're going to play. All cards are different when you're playing. Every person plays a different deck at regionals. You don't all play Infernities. You don't all play GBs. You all don't play Gadgets. Six Samurais are even going to be decent this format. Everybody's not going to play the same exact thing, so it's all going to be different for each person. But anyways, that's my Stunn Glads, pretty much, deck, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick deck profile on it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'm out of here. Peace.